everyone. Today I'm going to be talking about the desperation of the Grand Old Party, as they like to call themselves. Not so grand anymore, in my own humble opinion. But Donald Trump is leading the race for the Republican nomination. And the rise of Donald Trump has led to a lot of interesting things. Some, protests, a lot of discussion of him here at Southern Miss in classrooms. I'm sure in classrooms in many other places. Even chalk written on the sidewalk. His name at Emory University was considered a microaggression. Yeah. So his rise has led to a lot of speculation about an open convention in Cleveland. Uh, Trump's leading, Cruz is fairly close behind, and John Kasich is delusional. So a name that's been coming up a lot has been Speaker of the House, Paul Ryan, who's been in the Republican, government, the Republican side of the government since 1998, I believe. Yeah, elected to the House of Representatives in 1998. He's calls himself a conservative. Other people call him a conservative. He backs an establishment agenda with his voting record, I would say. It's moderate. He voted for No Child Left Behind. He kept that quiet, but he firmly supported No Child Left Behind. He backed the Medicare prescription drug program, and he endorsed the bank bailouts and the auto industry bailouts, as well as a failed stimulus package. And he led the charge in the House for amnesty for illegal aliens. He's considered a pragmatist among, the friendly establishment Republicans, hoping to bring over some crossover votes, I guess, from disenfranchised Democrats, just moderate independents and such. But Speaker Ryan is a fake conservative, no friend of liberty, an establishment Republican, a rhino, if you will. If the GOP establishment wants to override the will of the people and, not put forth their elected nominee from the votes cast and even the electoral college and all that, and the delegates, if Donald Trump falls short of the minimum 1,237 delegates that are required to lock up the nomination, in a sense, it will go to a brokered open convention in Cleveland, Ohio, sometime later this year. I believe it's this summer. And the people there, if on a few ballots, will nominate whoever they so choose. It would not be Donald Trump. That is almost a 100% certainty. It probably would not be Ted Cruz. John Kasich, possibly, just because he's a Democrat in Republican clothing. And Paul Ryan is the name that's been coming up. A few people in the Senate and the House have said they would like it if he ran for president. I don't think that Paul Ryan could win a presidential election against either Hillary Clinton or Bernie Sanders. I'm the constitutional millennial, so the constitutional, stronghold candidates in this race, I would say, are, Republican candidate, Senator Ted Cruz. Even though I don't really like his foreign policy all that much, he wouldn't be that bad. But Libertarian candidate Austin Peterson, check him out if you haven't. A very strong voice for liberty in the Constitution, and a pretty funny guy. I think he would do well if he got a chance on the debate stage with the leading parties. But Paul Ryan, Rhino, fake conservative, just goes to show the desperation of the Republican Party to try and keep themselves relevant and keep themselves, as they have been going here for the past, long time. They've been progressively getting more, modernly liberal, I suppose. Fiscal conservatism is a lost cause among the Republican Party just as much as the Democratic Party. Neither party is interested in reducing spending, cutting taxes, stopping the wars. It's just a mess, and the desperation of the GOP is glaring, and if they don't clean it up, they're definitely in for another overwhelming defeat at the hands of the Democrats. It's interesting to see. It's pretty disappointing that someone like Rand Paul couldn't catch on. His campaign wasn't run very well. I will say that. I love the guy, but campaign was very poorly done. But the Constitution seems to have been thrown by the wayside by most of the candidates running for president. Donald Trump doesn't seem to understand that it's actually what his job is supposed to. The job description is to uphold the Constitution and obey it. It's supposed to limit the government, and he's made quite a few what I would consider dictatorial proposals. Ted Cruz, talks about the Constitution a lot. I'm not sold on his conservatism or his, his stance on liberty and such. So the GOP is definitely in a hole. They're probably trying to dig themselves out of this hole, which is in turn making it worse. And they look to be in store for another loss. I'll be disappointed if either Clinton or Sanders win the election. Not a big fan of either. It sucks that this is my first election cycle, and I've had to go through this, circus. But if you enjoyed this, come back for more. I'm not sure what our next topic will be. You can suggest some in the comments. Send some to me on the Constitutional Millennial at Facebook. And that's pretty much all I have. This has been sort of a lengthy video, but I had a lot to talk about, as this is something I'm really interested in. And thank you for watching, and God bless America.
We're slaves!